Brent from Trimax Mowing Systems. We often get asked by customers when they're looking at mowers for their smaller tractors whether they should buy a slasher mower or our little compact tractor flail mower. So today we're going to do a comparison for you just to show you how the two mowers operate so you can get an idea of which would work best for you in your situation. Slasher mower operates with one big cutting disc, often with two small blades at the end, running parallel to the ground. So it's like an oversized rotary mower that you'd use at home. The flail mower is quite different. It has a horizontal drum that has a number of Y flails or blades on it. So when we do the cutting, you'll see the difference in discharge from these, and that'll give you an idea of what would work best for you. In terms of power consumption, we've got this 1.2 metre slasher behind a 30 horsepower tractor. Slashers, because they've got one long blade, the grass often has a lot more leverage against the tractor's motor and the power it produces, so you generally have to have a bit more horsepower to drive an equivalent slasher than you would our flail mower. Our flail mower design is quite unique. We actually don't need a lot of horsepower to drive it, and you'll see today just how much less power, which is less diesel, less cost, to use the flail versus the slasher. In terms of cutting performance and discharge, you'll see that the slasher with its one big blade will discharge grass probably quite in clumps and will often leave a windrow, whereas the flail mower, because it's got a number of blades running across the width of the mower, the discharge will come out a lot finer and more evenly, so you won't have the clumps or the windrowing. Flail mower is great in short grass. You're going to get nice presentation of the grass, nice even clip distribution. Flail mower rides on a rear roller, just tucked up under the body here. That means you're not going to get any scalping, and you will get a nice stripe finish from the flail mower. The flail mower also mounts very close to the back of the tractor. That means it's taking less weight off the front of the tractor, so it's a lot more stable on slopes and so forth. Also means when you're mowing along a fence line, you want to turn away from the fence or away from your building, you've got less mower length to come and swing into the fence or the building or whatever you're mowing along. If we look at a slasher, the slasher I expect to mow really well in short grass as well. It's not processing a lot of material. I expect we will see a bit of windrowing out the back. The big difference is a slasher rides on skids, so it will damage wet turf. It's longer front to rear, so it's going to take more weight off the front of the tractor, and because it's longer, it's going to swing more when you're mowing along and you're turning away from a fence or a building or whatever. When we're mowing long grass, that's where the flail mower is really going to come into its own. The way that it cuts means that the longer grass will be processed, it'll be mulched up, still distributed very evenly across the back of the mower. It's in those longer grass applications where the slasher probably won't do as good a job and may require more than one pass to get the same sort of result that we can get with our flail mower in the one pass. Another advantage of the little easy mow is it's capable of mulching woody weeds and timber up to 25 mil, that's an inch in diameter. That means you may not have to buy a chipper. You can do some pruning, run the flail mower over it, it'll mulch all that material up and once again spread it evenly out the back of the mower. So it could be two tools in one. It may save the purchase of another piece of equipment. As you can see, a slasher is a pretty simple piece of equipment, therefore its price point's less. Basically you've got one gearbox, PTO shaft and a big blade swinging under there. Very simple, cheap to maintain, cheap to buy. On the other side of the equation, the flail mower, a few more moving parts, more blades, horizontal drum, set of belts driving it, which of course gives you some shock protection against damage and so forth. Different proposition in terms of purchase price, so it'll come down to really what you value, whether you value the versatility of a flail mower, that means you can mow long grass and mulch material and so forth and spend less time mowing, or whether you're really price conscious and you can put up with the results you get from a slasher but you're not spending as much money. Thing to consider is if you've got pets, children in the area and so forth, you may want to have a think about the safety aspects of these mowers. There's not a lot stopping the discharge of whatever you're cutting coming out the back of the slasher, so you want to be really aware of that when you're mowing. You don't want kids, children, pets within the vicinity at all. A flail mower, because of the way it operates, discharges material a lot more safely. It discharges it straight down to the ground, so you're less likely to throw whatever you're cutting at people, buildings, pets, those sorts of things. So flail mower is probably a safer option, especially if you've got a public environment or, as I say, pets running around. Thanks for watching this video today, folks. You can check out our YouTube channel, Trimax YouTube channel. You'll see a lot more videos on servicing our equipment, maintenance, how to set up on a tractor and so forth. Hopefully this video has provided you a clearer picture of which of these two mowers is going to work best in your environment.